Back in 2015, the federal government gave the city of Sarasota 24 high-tech police body cameras worth $36,000. And now, 4 years later, those cameras are still in boxes. The chief now says they're too old to use. So with other cities moving ahead now with body cameras, what happened in Sarasota? Here's our special investigation. They arrived from Washington with great excitement. A Department of Justice grant gave Sarasota Police 24 new body cameras, an opportunity to sort out disagreements and accusations with the press of a playback button. But within a month, the program hit a speed bump when local sunshine law advocate Michael Barfield demanded access to view the first 84 hours of recorded video.
Would you have watched 84 hours?
Oh, yeah.
With the prospect of redacting hours of video to protect privacy, city commissioners tapped the brakes in the program, suggesting they'd wait now for clear direction from the state.
As soon as it gets signed into law by the governor, we will implement our body cameras.
But now, as other departments nationwide and statewide use body cameras, including Tampa to the north and Northport to the south, Sarasota remains in a holding pattern since 2015. Why does Northport seem to feel it's okay to use body cameras, while in Sarasota, you're still trying to figure out some issues?
I can't answer for what Northport did.
Sarasota Police Chief Bernadette DePino was, and insists she still is, a big advocate of body cameras, but she says issues have cropped up, from issues of money to issues of privacy. And now, so much time has passed, those free cameras are now obsolete or outdated. In light of the external circumstances you've listed, is it safe to say that you have cooled a little bit on body cameras?
I have not.
What do you say to taxpayers who are frustrated by that windfall, that federal grant you received that wound up going to waste?
Well, I can understand why they would be upset and frustrated about it. We went into this with the intent on actually implementing the body cameras, and unfortunately, things beyond my control got in the way.
Beyond her control. So we went to DePino's boss, Sarasota City Manager Tom Barwin, to get his take on the 4-year-plus delay.
Well, I'm philosophical about that.
Barwin says, make no mistake, that brief test program 4 years ago wound up raising some legal issues that could have saved the city countless dollars in lawsuits.
And there were a lot of lessons learned. Some of those lessons could have had, some pretty significant impacts to the taxpayers in terms of liability if we did something wrong.
And the chief agrees. So you're saying it wasn't a total waste because lessons were learned?
I think that's an appropriate thing to say.
So in the past few months, city commissioners have set aside $250,000 for the body camera program, even though they're still researching the issue. The vice mayor still has some questions.
In general, the concept I'm in support of, but there are a lot of details that need to be worked out.
One detail is the money. The city admits it would cost $1 million to start the program and then several $100,000 a year to keep it going. Even the chief admits, if she had to choose,
I'd rather have 10 additional police officers than body cameras. I wish there was a way to have both.
Despite that, DePino says she's still optimistic about body cameras in Sarasota. It just won't be these old cameras. If you were a betting person, do you think cameras will come to Sarasota?
I do.
So the city will discuss body cams again at the next budget hearing at City Hall. And now to an update on the body cams in Northport. 75 officers there have been wearing cameras for about a month. We checked, and the police spokesman says so far no issues. On average, each officer records about 4 hours of footage a day. So far, police have received one public records request, and they provide it. The department is in the process of increasing its internet speed so they can make quicker downloads.
Certainly interesting story on both accounts there.